you can see. For those of you that are familiar with SIDEPOT fishing, there's a gentleman named Luke Schrader that kind of started this company a couple years ago. And I, like I said earlier, I like jumping in on stuff that's kind of new and groundbreaking. And I've done that with several of my sponsors and helped them grow it into something a lot bigger. But it's just another contingency program for anglers. As a co-angler, you can throw $100 in, and as long as there's at least a couple of guys signed up, you're going to earn a share of the pot. It's a 90% payback. Basically, he keeps a couple of bucks out of every entry just for his processing fees and his postage when he mails out all the checks to everybody, and his operating expenses. But having a 90% payback is great, and it doesn't matter where you finish. You can be, as long as you're the top finisher of the SIDEPOT entries, you're going to take home a decent check. And I know Rob has done some stuff with SIDEPOT, and I think you've actually had a little bit more success than I have with it, winning a couple of more checks. Yeah, and there's some situations where if you've got enough entries, you can actually pull a bigger paycheck than you would by finishing where you finished in the tournament. And I think Rob, you've got an example of that too, where you could be at a BFL tournament and finish in 20th place and get a $200 check, but then you win $500 on the SIDEPOT. So it's a pretty cool deal. There's no entry fees. There's no membership fees. There's no requirements. You can sign up for 1. You can sign up for 20. It's really just dependent about how many people are in the event. And if you go to their website, sidepotfishing.com, you can see a breakdown of all their payouts. People who have won. I don't know if anybody knows a young kid out of Maine named Tyler Williams. He's kind of the poster boy this last year for SIDEPOT because he's been doing that for a while, and he's won a bunch of money, and he's actually on the Elite Series now. I think he's 20 years old now. Knew him as a kid in high school growing up in Maine. I'd see him fishing all these tournaments I would fish at, and he'd be kicking all of our butts as a 15-year-old. So knew he was pretty special. I know that he's affiliated with Luke and the SIDEPOT team as well. So yeah, I'm really happy to be on board with them, and we're going to do a lot of promotion and stuff with them to get more people signed up, because it's really some of the easiest money you're going to make in this, because you can finish in second to last place, and if all the other competitors blank,